Hello friends and welcome to Shadow Gamer. I am once again playing Manor Lords and I just thought I'd take a little stroll around my town as it's grown up. Alright. So this time around, I'm looking to solve a problem in my production chain that's been costing me popularity. And the problem is I haven't been getting leather clothing in anymore. So because I haven't been getting that level 1 clothing in, I haven't been getting the level 2 clothing in. So my level 1 clothing has been leather, and my level 2 clothing has been shoes. The problem is I think I'm using all the leather to make shoes, and I don't think this one hunting grounds over here. I don't think it produces enough leather to keep up with demand anyways. So that's an issue. So the other thing, I want to fix that. And the other thing I want to do is I want to get my town to the next development point. So to do that, I need 30 total Burbage plots. I need 20 of them to be level 2 or higher, and 15 of them to be level 3 or higher. So I need to upgrade 3 more to level 3, and I also need to upgrade 5 more to level 2, as well as just put in 9 more. I want to think about that because I know I'm going to want to do some more shops, which means I want to be careful about where I put my... what it means is I want to... when I put in my new ones, I want to save some of them to upgrade to level 2 instead of putting in a level 1 backyard. So I'll think about that as I go. So let's deal with the first issue, which is getting some more level 1 clothing in. And for that, I'm going to go for yarn. So I need to get sheep farming going. So I'm going to build a road around this way. Somewhere like that. This one around. And I'm going to build a pasture and sheep farm in here. So what I need for sheep farming. So first I need to put in a pasture to have sheep. And in order to get sheep, I need a livestock trading post. So that's the first thing I'm going to think about. Livestock trading post. So here's my one trading post. I think, will it fit? No, it won't quite fit. So I'll do my livestock trading post right here. Then let me throw in a pasture beside it. So I want a pasture to be big enough to hold about 25-ish sheep. Oh, that's pretty decent. Yeah, and there'll be extra pasture space just from this and from the sheep farm. So in order to collect wool from the sheep, I need a sheep farm. I think I'm going to run a road back here. So I need a sheep farm to collect wool. And then I need weaver's workshop. And the weaver's workshop will spin the wool into yarn. Then I also want a storehouse dedicated specifically just to wool and yarn. And that's what we need for now, so I'm going to put this at highest priority to build. So that I can start getting sheep in, because I can only buy 1 sheep per month. I also want to think about what do I have left to. So in order to upgrade these, I actually do need to solve this clothing issue. So let's get that done. Um, all right. All right, livestock trading post is open. So that gives me 2 additional stable space and 4 pasture space. So I want to bring in, so just looking, I have a total of 30 pasture space right now. So I'm actually not sure where because more is coming from this sheep farm. Yep. So I should have 21, 4, and probably 5 from the sheep farm once it's complete. So I have a total of 30 pasture space, so I will actually try to get in. I'm going to import sheep, and we want to keep 30 on hand. So they'll bring in 1 sheep a month until we're at the 30. All right. Yeah, so here's my loss of approval for not meeting the needs of my houses. So let's, I need to assign a person here just to get that trading going. Okay, my storehouse. I want to store nothing except wool and yarn. So here's my yarn, here's my wool. I'm turning off everything else. Make sure. Actually, does this? Yeah, so I didn't realize I can turn them off by category. So yep, I've got everything off except those 2. Okay. And also to save space in this storehouse, I'm going to turn off wool and yarn here. So I will, once I have enough families available, I will want to make a tailor's workshop. And they can use that yarn, and they can also make cloth armor for the lower level soldiers. So I will want 5 families available because it'll use up 4 of them. In the meantime, I'm assigning a family here. For now, I have plenty of fuel, so I'm actually gonna take 1 family out of there. All right. Another issue I notice is I'm close on my farming, and I don't think the issue is the number of families I have. I think the issue is not having enough oxen. So I'm going to build me another farmhouse, a 3rd farmhouse, so I can get 2 more oxen going to help with the plowing. So I think I have plenty of families assigned to plow and plant and harvest, but I think I just need to make sure I have an oxen for each of my 6 fields. So with that being said, I have stable room for 2 more animals. So I'm just going to get another ox. Actually, yep. Right, this not built yet. So going to upgrade that to large. I don't know if there's any purpose in that. But I also want to think about upgrading this to a large tavern, because it is kind of maxing out how much ale it can supply, and we are going to be upgrading more houses to level 3 here. All right. Sheep farm. So this will collect wool. And then the weaver's workshop will turn wool into... the weaver's workshop will turn wool into yarn. How am I doing? Alright, I think I have enough planks to upgrade my small tavern. I am going to get that taken care of. And I'm also going to get me... Oh, I need to wait a little bit before I can get one more oxen. I've got my first sheep in my pasture here. Actually, I've got 3 available, so some of them must be hanging around these other buildings. I'm starting to get woolen, which is perfect. Do I have... No, it is not built yet. I'm going to assign a family here to make more planks, because we're doing fine on timber. Weaver's workshop is finished. So let me assign a worker there. So now I should be... royal tax increase, that's based on my population size. So now I should be able to start turning wool into yarn, and that will solve our issue with not having enough clothing. I just want to see what... I was trading away shoes, but I just want to make sure I'm keeping enough shoes to supply. So I'm going to have to turn this up to 30, because I'm going to have a total of 30 houses, so I want to keep 30 on hand. And so if I have less than 30, I don't want to sell any away. Alright, starting to make yarn, and hopefully that will solve these issues. Yeah, good. Perfect. So, well, it needs to get actually distributed, but we're finally getting that solved. Okay, now, here. I am out of stone here, so anything I need to build that will require stone, I'm going to need to actually import stone. Or build a satellite town to collect stone. Large tavern. Okay. I'm going to want to stock about 20, keep 30 in here. I'm gonna assign another person. Right, am I ready to buy another ox? Yep. So that will max out my stable space, I believe. Yeah, that'll max out my stable space. But this farmhouse, let me add a plowing station. And what I'm actually going to do is unassign 2 families here and put them into this farmhouse. All right, we're finally good to upgrade here. I just need planks, and I think I'll turn off my joiner for a second to collect some planks. But I'm also, even with 2 people working in the saw pit, do I have a, yeah. I am staying ahead on timber production now that I have 2 forester's hut replanting trees. So I might actually put in a 3rd saw pit. So these are ready to upgrade. Oh, still need more planks. 12 each. And so that'll add me room for 6 more families once those are built. Since the living quarters doubles when you upgrade to level 3. Boom. Still need some more planks. There we go. All right, so that should, once all of those are built out, that should fulfill my level 3 requirements. So I do want to think about putting in 9 more burbage plots. And I'm going to do that right now. So if I do something like that, smaller, well, yep, so let me rotate that around, and yeah, so that's 3 with extended living space. All right, so that is 3. So I need probably somewhere around 6 more, if I can do math in my head. So I think I should be able to squeeze 2 in this area. Yep. So 4 more is what I need. So if I bring that out like this, and then reduce the size, so that's fine, I just need more timber. Two more timber in. Commit that. All right. This should be built. So I want to assign 2 families here and assign 2 oxen. So that should help me get my harvest in quicker, as well as plow quicker and plant quicker. Because now I have an oxen for each of my fields that uh, is active. All right, so I need to think about 5 buildings I want to upgrade to level 2. So I think these 2 are a good place to put shops. And I think probably these 3. Well, what other shops do I need? I want to turn 1 into a tailor's shop. Then I'll also want a bowyer. And I think I'm going to do a butcher shop because I think I'm going to build a satellite town to collect meat and salt. So I need 3 more shops. So I'll upgrade these 3 to level 2 and make them shops. Or these 3 here and make them shops. And it doesn't really matter where my other level 2s are. So I'll just upgrade to level 2, upgrade to level 2. And I think I can start my joiner going again for the time being. All right. I'm going to put a second person to collect wool. Actually, I'm going to do 3. Well, let me try 2 for a bit. And let's see if one weaver shop can keep up with 2 people collecting wool. Okay, as I'm building these out, I do want to put in extended living spaces. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so I have 2 extra oxen available, and I have livestock assigned here. I also have 2 horses up. Let's see how this goes. And it is September, so we should be seeing some harvesting going on. Perfect. And the oxen are helping with the harvest by carrying it in once it's harvested. Alright, looks like we got it fully harvested by September. It's October, so we should be seeing plowing now. And we are. So these should all 3 be plowed, or all 6 be plowed by the end of October, hopefully, and planted by the end of November. Looks like they didn't quite get all the way there. So I don't know. Let me just stock up more families. Are we doing on... Yeah, a little short on the barley. Interesting. Um... Alright, let me put in chickens. Chickens. Still need some planks. Chickens. These should both have chickens now. Yep. So these ones I'll leave for shops, and I do want to upgrade their living spaces. And I'll want to upgrade them to level 2. I think once spring comes around, I'll actually start a new town in one of the other areas I own. And my plan is to start in this town to collect meat and salt. Send the meat and salt over here to a butcher's shop to make sausages. That's the plan anyways. Alright, I have 5 families available, so I am going to convert this. Oh, I'll need planks, but I want to put in a tailor's workshop because I want to start manufacturing some gambesons to make my militias stronger. For here, it's going to be... I also need planks. I think once again, it's time for me to pause the joiner's shop. Get some planks on hand. I need a family to move in here before I can upgrade it. And there before I can upgrade it. My stone well is still supplying 100%. It's supplying 22 out of 28 total that it can supply. So I guess I might need to consider actually building another one if that's correct. Right, I am going to turn this into the tailor's workshop. So I'm bringing in plenty of yarn. I'm keeping up with wool production, so I'll wait for one more family, then I'll add another family to the sheep farm. I am keeping up with plenty of timber, so I do think I can actually put in another saw pit. I'll put the saw pit in this area because it's right next to the lumber yard, so... do that. Once that's done, I'll put in another person making wooden planks to try to keep up with my joiner's workshop on plank production. I'm going to put in a storehouse. And I think this storehouse is going to be just for roof tiles. All right. Do have that additional family I wanted to put in the sheep farm. Only 2 more sheep to get me up to the total sheep I need. So now that I'm producing yarn, I want to keep enough on hand to supply my buildings, but I want to export the rest. So I'm gonna go to crafting materials. Where's my want to export my yarn, and I want to keep, I'll say 40 on hand. So that's 10 extra. Sell the rest. Jewelry, tailors, cobblers, armor shop is disabled. I could probably make some more helmets. Well, looks like I have 2 extra. But tailor shop. So I want to make gambesons. Gambesons require linen, not yarn. I can use yarn and dyes to make cloaks, which I will do, but I'm going to make gambesons, which just take linen, because I want my militia to have gambesons. So what I'm going to do is since I'm not farming any flax right now, I'm actually just going to import linen, which is going to cost me a decent amount of regional wealth. Let's import 20 linen. Let's make it 10. And then as that tailor's workshop makes gambesons, they'll keep importing more linen to keep up with that. Gonna put 1 person here, and I'm gonna turn off that, then turn off the rest. And I'm not going to store, well, yeah, I'm not going to store any more roof tiles. Here. Gonna upgrade this. I need a family to move in to upgrade this one. But we're only 1 building away from having what we need. I just need to upgrade 1 more building to level 2. Yeah. All right. Since it's March, I want to start a new town. So I'm gonna start in this area. Gonna harvest the animals and the salt to try and get plenty of meat going here. I'll also use my burbage plots to make more meat. Obviously, I'll harvest berries, but those are going to be inconveniently far away from where I'm putting my town center. So I'm just going to start by coming in here, going to administration, start choosing a settlers camp, and I'll throw it in here. All right, so here I can't choose these different types of villages yet, but this would be a forest or a mining village if I had that option. But I can choose how many supplies I start with, and I'm going to spend 750 of my own personal treasury to start with 3 times the supplies. I'm going to confirm that. All right. So what's going on here? I want to build to build down this way. I want to build a storehouse, granary. I'm going to set those at very high. Highest. Highest. Okay. Then I am going to want to build a hunter's camp. This is one of the main things I need. Forager hut. Right. Then I'll want construction. So I'll want a logging camp. And so I want my logging camp like that. My saw pit. And cutter's camp. And I'm thinking that should I put in my mining pit right away? Yeah. So I'm gonna, I need planks to do that. Okay. So we won't worry about that. So I want the storehouses first. Then I want my hunting camp and berries. And then my that and that. All right. I also want to immediately purchase a second ox and put in a second hitching post. All right. And some roads would be good. Also, thinking to this way, connect to my hunting camp. Perfect. All right, so that's what I want to start with. Going off of this, let me just come down this way a ways so I can build in verbiage plots there. Then let me connect that into the King's Road. Over here, I want to connect this one into the King's Road. All right. So that's a good starting setup, so I'll just let them build that out. Hopefully we don't lose too many of our starting supplies because it's raining. Alright, I'm going to immediately assign a family to this storehouse. Drag a road out this way. Immediately assign a family to this granary. I don't need a very big market area, because I don't think we're going to have more than 2 stalls in this town. So logistics, market. Just a tiny little market should be fine. Hunting camp is done. I'm going to assign a family there. Immediately start collecting. And here, so it's a rich herd, so it's 40 animals, so I'm going to have them keep 20 alive. So it doesn't get overhunted. Your hut is finished. Assign a family there. Want to build a well. Well. Well needs to be built near water. Guess I should have looked a little more closely. Can't tell how far the road goes. Right about there. Get out. Us at the same angle. Build me a well. All right. That's going to keep building. Generic storage is full over here. Is it? Yep, it's my login camp, so I'm definitely putting in another person to make planks. Joiner shop isn't disabled. Am I actually bringing in my linen? Yep. I'm going to Oh, no, we'll wait. All right. What's going on with this one? It's meeting all its requirements. I don't know why it's bringing down. My approval. All right, Raiders. Ooh, so yeah, this is interesting. They are spawning in right at my town, so yeah. Normally, I don't want to use my own men to fight them, but I think I'm going to have to. Let's see where I can. Get all of these guys to run in. So way over there. Yeah. So none of them are anywhere close enough to actually get over to defend my town in time. But you know how it goes. All right. So I guess it's time to call my militia. First up. Okay, so yep, they're all running. I want my spearmen on defensive formation. Oh, let's see how we do with getting these guys in. Are you guys coming? All right. All right, crisis averted. All right, I think that's where I'll end for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.